Well, summer break is literally days away, and if your kids love movies, there's a camp that teaches them how to make their own. Here with me is Barbara Morgan, Executive Director of Austin Film Festival's Summer Film Camp. Good morning, Barbara. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
So this camp is very interesting and unique in the sense that they can bring stories to life and have, you know, creativity and make movies of their own.
Well, we're a writers' festival, so the thing that we really try to drive home with all of our camps and all of our kids' programs is the storytelling.
Right.
And so they come in, they pitch their stories, they get together as a team, they choose the story they're going to write, and then they write, direct, produce it. They do the whole thing, and they act in them. We do one camp with Zach Scott where the kid actors come over that are in that camp, and they work with them, but some of the camps are really just the kids who are right there doing the camp, so they get the entire experience.
That is amazing, and it's so crazy how kids these days are now so tech savvy, so they can even make movies on their cell phones. So you expand on that, on the creativity and innovation of how to create their own film.
We do, and they can, and a lot of these camps are live action, but some of them are also claymation, which also works on their cell phone too. They can do that, but they do a stop motion animation in the class called claymation, and they write those stories too, and those are crazy because it takes a lot of time to make a very short film. You know, so they make their own clay pieces, and then they actually shoot them, and then they edit it. So they do the whole thing, and yeah, a lot of them come in already pretty schooled in how to do all that work on their phones, but they're going to get a more robust experience with the equipment we have.
Which is amazing. Yeah. So what's your take on their developmental growth you know, throughout this camp?
It's interesting because the camp goes from 9 to 18 years old, and we split them, you know, 9 to 12 and then 13 to 18. And it's the developmental growth is really the kind of stories they're telling. They're pretty crazy stories when they're just at elementary, middle school age, because nobody's really squelching that yet, you know, and they haven't watched as much in the world of movies and reading books and stuff. Whereas the older kids tend to tell a little more dramatic kind of stories. Yeah, but when the younger kids tend to do a lot of comedy.
I love it. So when does this all start?
Camp starts second week in June, and so right when school lets out, literally. So, and it runs right up until August. We do it downtown at St. David's, and it's week and 2 week long camps, and some of them are half days, some of them are full days, and there are still some slots available. And I really encourage parents to get on and check it out and talk to their kids about what they're most interested in, and it's just a lot of fun. It's really a camp where they learn a lot, but also they're doing it when they're having a really good time.
That's amazing. What an interesting way to spend your summer. So if parents missed out on all of these details, where can they find some more?
If they go to austinfilmfestival.com, they can check it out. And then also we have a screening coming up on May 30th that are short films that are made by a lot of college students, but that are family friendly, and we're going to be doing it at the Violet Crown, and they can kind of see, you know, something to spur their kids on for ideas.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.